Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Whitton and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chats. Marvellous Monday. Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are. If you think it's Get Rich Quick, you're in the wrong place. This is the wrong podcast. This is the wrong live for you. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Hope you're all awesome and well. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats. Hope you're well, folks. Good to see a few of the early birds up and at it already. Give us a shout out in the chat if you're there. Let us know how you're rolling. There's Chris. Hey, this morning I thought we might talk about a couple of the bigger high-level conversations, ideas when it comes to creating our wealth in real estate and property. And just check in on those. Make sure you've got them underway, installed in your wealth system. But before we do that, we'll say a quick hello, do the warm-ups and hellos. And as we're rolling along, Chris, good morning to you. There's Alex as well, up and at it. Good to see you there. Jeff, a few of the regulars already up and into it. Thank you for joining, as always. But if you're not a regular, if you're new and you're popping by and saying hello or wherever you are, a big hello and welcome. Jason Whitton's my name, if you didn't already know that. Oh, no, Alison. Cars. What a pain. What a pain. Sending you good vibes, mate. Sending you good vibes your way. Hopefully it all pans out. Luke, good morning to you. Sunny, morning. Great to have you here, folks. Good to see you on a Wealth Coffee Chat. Terrific Tuesday. I'm still out and about on some holidays, finishing up little mini break. Raining today, though. Not much chop, not sitting outside. So there you go. So let's get into it today. Let's have a bit of a conversation about, we'll go sort of one layer up, let's bit higher rather than granular in that conversation today when it comes to, what's going on? What are the 4 or 5, depending if you're a business owner, 4 if you're PAYG, 5 if you're a business owner, and maybe one day as you roll along, you might start your own business, and this is something we need to be aware of. So the big 4 or 5 high-level property wealth strategies you need to know. What are they? Does anyone think they might know what they are? Chuck them in the chat. It's always good to get a bit of engagement, a bit of involvement in the chat as we're going along. But let's have a conversation about that stuff today, folks, as we are. The big 4 weapons of wealth. We call them weapon of wealth. That's a term created by Andy Fenton, my compadre we do a bit of presenting with. But listen, what are the 4 big weapons of wealth? And I'll do them in kind of chronological. That's not the right word, is it? Chronological. I'll do them in order of ease and, capacity when it comes to the world of creating wealth. Certainly with creating wealth in real estate. The first big weapon of wealth, the one high-level strategy we all need to understand is the understanding of good debt, bad debt, and I'm going to call it mastery. Mastery. Good debt, bad debt, mastery. The idea, hey, morning, Cole. Good to see you. Great to have you here. The idea that using debt for 99% of property investors is going to be part of the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, okay? Yeah, cars are definitely bad debt. Yes, Alison, they are. Sadly, unfortunately, cars don't do us any favours for the majority of people. Maybe someone who buys a collectible, but yeah. Example, you buy a car, it goes down in value, it creates maintenance, it doesn't create you an income. Let's say if you're a tradie or whatever, that might, be different or whatever. But listen, good debt, bad debt. The idea that we understand debt in a way, how we use debt into the future. There's quite a lot of rhetoric and information and conversation about debt. A lot of people are scared of debt or misunderstand debt. And at the end of the day, unless you're sleeping on a big bag of cash, which most of us aren't, we're going to need to use debt as part of our process going forward. What do we mean by good debt? Good debt is something that instantly creates an income. It goes up in value. It gives us some capital growth. And over time, you might get some tax deductions as well. All right. It goes up in value, creates an income, and is potentially tax deductible. Good debt gives us leverage, cash on cash return. Understanding as you gear up debt, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% debt against an asset, you can get a good cash on cash return. If you put 50 grand into a deal and you get 50 grand back, then that's 100% return of your cash out of a deal. Now, whatever calculations you do, ongoing, whatever it might be, this is a good thing. Understanding good debt and leverage and property and real estate is pretty important. Bad debt, Alison was talking about it just before, things like car loans, credit cards, our home loan. Folks, you need to be able to pay your home off in under 15 years. You guys have seen me talk about this before. Debt mastery, your principal place of residence needs to be paid off in under 15 years. And most of us understand the idea, but have you installed a debt reduction scheme that gets your PPR paid off in under 15 years? Do you have what we call the equity lock installed in your system? Equity lock, access to equity at all times, okay? Good debt, bad debt. Good debt creates income, goes up in value, gets you your tax deductions, right? How do you manage good debt? You do not cross-securitize, you don't cross-collateralize. You lock in equity whenever it's available so you can have access to it at any time. You have a principal place of residence, reduction, bad debt strategy, under 15 years, even faster if you can. You pay down the bad debt, you lock in and bring up good debt for access to investing and capital, all right, as we go along. That's what we've got to do. Number one, we've got to master those things. Hey, morning, Mark. Good to see you. Mick's in the house. Morning, Mick. Hey, and Kevin all the way from Florida. Good to see you, Kevin. All right. Okay, so we'll stay high level today. I won't go too deep into the weeds on this one, these ones, but, let's have a look at the number two. So good debt, bad debt, mastery, right, as we go. Now, this one, principal place of residence, upgrade strategy, okay, strat. Principal place of residence, upgrade strategy, folks. And this is an interesting one, right? And I'll show you some things here this morning. Principal place of residence, upgrade strategy. Why? Tell me in the chat, why do we have to understand it? Most of us in Australia, well, hopefully this will continue and your children will have the advantage to do this as well. But, most of us aspire to own our own homes, whatever it might be. It might be an apartment, it might be a townhouse, it might be a house, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We purchase a property, a principal place of residence, and it carries, a pretty unique benefit, folks. And the wealthy understand this. Yeah, no tax-free, no capital gains tax. Now, the wealthy understand this. What do the wealthy do, folks? What do the wealthy do? And this is kind of this strategy, principal place of residence upgrade strategy, I'll give you a very simple idea. Between 3 and maybe 4 times over a 40, maybe to 50-year period, okay? 3 to 4 times over a 40 to 50-year period, upgrade, up-level the value of the home that you live in. Keep up leveling, folks. Keep up leveling. Up-level it and move your money. Many years ago, I used to talk about a conversation which is called the migration of money. You migrate your money and wealth to the best place to leave it. And it's often not where you start. You start where you can afford. You start within your budget. No different with investment properties or your principal place of residence. Now, many of you hear me say, buy well, never sell. Now, I still believe if you buy really well, you shouldn't damn well sell. However, if you buy shit, you should get rid of it and get a better one. There you go. Anyway, don't get distracted, Jason. Stay on track. Okay, let's have a look at this. Stick with me here. I want to show you something from this morning. I just got the newspaper, the Fin Review. Now we're going to just zoom in on this. And yesterday, Shay said that we couldn't see it very well. So let me zoom in. Check this out. So retiring chair lists family home for 12 million in the Yarra, right? They're retiring after 24 years of owning that home. So tell me, folks, after 24 years of owning that home, what do you reckon their debt is on it? And this is a wild ass guess, right? A wild ass guess, a wag. But what do you reckon their debt is on that after 24 years, folks? Tell me, how much debt do you reckon they've got on that home there that they've just sold now, or they're going to sell for 20 million or for 12 million? Come on. What's this strategy, folks? What's the strategy? The principal place of upgrade strategy, and it's a tax-free strategy. They won't pay any damn tax on this, folks. Zero tax. Who would like to have a home that they own for $12 million after 24 years, zero debt, and sell it tax-free when you want to upgrade, downgrade, right size? Who'd want that? Who wants that? Tell me. Come on. This one's a no-brainer. The Lieberman family. Look at this. Here we go. They're selling their treehouse in Toorak for 17 million. Yes, please, says Nick. This is the thing, folks. This is the thing. Not everyone. I make these statements, but they're not absolute. But I'm just, you get the point. Everyone wants a place to live, right? Why wouldn't you buy a good property? Maybe upgrade once or twice or 3 times, and then away you go. Like 17 million, tax free, folks. Tax free. Let's keep going. Let's keep looking at this, right? There we go. What are they doing? They sell their property for 17 million, and they're downsizing to a penthouse, which still in the future is going to be tax free if they sell it. Right? Okay. Downsizing to this amazing penthouse, live there for another 10, 15, 20 years until they're too old. And then, that penthouse is now, downsized from 17 million, buy the penthouse for 12 million, get 5 million still in the bank for cash on top of what already you have, right? That property goes up another, you live there for another 20 years, folks. Come on, with no debt. I would counsel those people to make sure they have access to some of that equity. We could use some income strategies, right? Look at this. Look at that, folks. There you go. Anyway, I like this stuff, right? Here we go. Cotton On, CFO. Here we go. They're going to list it for 13 million. Investor Mutual CEO sells designer mansion for 23 million that they bought just for 3.7 million. Do the math, folks. Do the math. There you go. All right. So you get what I'm saying here, folks. There's always a balance, Nintendo. There's always a balance, but that's what you sit down with your team, with your broker and your coaches, and get into it, right? As you go. Just think of that stuff. There's lots of strategies in that one as we go. The Red Hotel, exactly, Mark. You can upgrade it, just like a Monopoly. Well, there you go. These things, team, these things are really important. Oh, okay, it's playing up in me here. All right, let's go back to our thing. PPR upgrade strategy, joint venture, anyone. Listen, Jeff, it's an absolutely fantastic strategy. Guess what? Your retiring parents, right, might want somewhere to live. They might help you upgrade your PPR. This is, it's a great strategy. Like, think outside the box. As you go in that sort of stuff. As you roll along. Yeah, so what you're thinking is you're thinking of downsizing, Luke. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Luke. Like, so you get a gain. Now you unlock cash, right? So unlocking some cash for investing gives you a little bit more safety buffer in your investing, and it also gives a bump in the return, the cash flow return as you go along. If you can at some point keep your owner-occupier debt low or zero, it unlocks the ability for you to invest pretty significantly. Now, what you might do, Luke, is you might put all your focus into investing or growing your portfolio for, let's say, 10 years. 10 years is not a long time. Maybe for a young person it is, but even if you're 50 and then you're 70 or 60, you're still going to live till you're 80, Luke. Most people 85 or something like that. You might even live longer. Then you might rearrange that, and you might then put more money into a PPR for the upgrade strategy later on. Sometimes there's kind of a set focus for the moment to grow cash or grow equity or grow income, and then you set back another way. Good question. I'd need to know a little bit more about where you're at to give you a better bit of guidance on that one, Luke. But that's a good question. Yeah, nothing wrong with downsizing that and then upsizing your investment exposure at all. There you go. All right, the third one. Now those two. Those two and this one, you don't really need too much to get on with those. These strategies can be, basically deployed into your PPR, and away you go. This one is a kind of a combination strategy. We need the financial planners on this one. You guys know the tax-free income strategy. Okay, so you guys know, reach out to your positive advisor, and they can either guide you through it or connect you with the 6-star team. You guys know we have a 6-star team. We've got your property investment advisor, we've got the finance broker, we've got the buyer's agent acquisition team, we've got the property manager, we've got the tax team, all in-house at Positive, all on the same page. And then we've got some partner financial planners who are fantastic, who are great with that. You guys know, some of you guys know that, right? Now, how do we create this one? Again, tax-free income. Grow your super. Now, I'm not a financial planner. I can't tell you to do things in your super, blah, 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 but here's some facts. At this moment in time, when your super is in retirement phase or whatever, you can generate a tax-free income out of that damn thing. How much can you get in there at this moment in time? 1.9 million tax-free, get on with it. And yesterday I talked about, a lot of people don't take super seriously enough. And we need to. And the fourth one, it's kind of down here. Automatic acquisition plan. What do I mean by that? 5 to 7 investment properties over a 7 to 10 year period. All right. 5 to 7 investment properties over a 7 to 10 year period. You don't need a lot of properties, folks. Even 3 will get you a long way. I'm a big fan about 5 to 7. Why? Why do I like 5 to 7? Well, there's 7 days in a week, and I want 1 property per day. Imagine this. Think about this. $25,000, call it $30,000. All right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every property, 7 properties, 30 grand a day for the year. I've replaced my income. Think of it in that way. I love thinking of it in that way. Days of the week. Every time you buy, I buy 7 properties. I name them Monday to Sunday. Away you go. I've got 7. My wife's got 7. We've done We've got a couple of spares up our sleeve. There you go. We got one for every day of the week. The income, $30,000 plus generated from each one of those, folks. Do the math. 3 times 7, 210. When that doubles over a 20 or 30-year period, happy days. Happy days. Right. And the fifth one, I won't dive too deeply into it today. I might even, because we're a bit late on the old thing. But what's the fifth one? Some of you know this. The fifth weapon of wealth is for business owners, folks. Who knows that one? Number 5. Number 5. Put it in the chat for me. Most of you. Some of you know this one. I know Chris and Luke and a few of the team know this one. Jeff probably does as well. Alison, Mick would know this one. You guys know the drill. All right, this one, number 5, is your business. Yep, commercial property. Yep, that's right, commercial property for your business. And if you qualify, the sale of that commercial property into the future will be tax-free, folks. Tax-free. Happy days. Now, there's the big 5 high-level strategies we must understand. We must understand these. Understand how to master debt. Understand how to master the PPR upgrade strategy. Understand how to master the tax-free income strategy. Understand how to maximize the automatic acquisition plan, replace your income one day at a time. If you're in business, understand how to sell your business in the future, irrelevant of what the actual business is worth. We buy commercial property and you can sell it if you qualify, depending on the bibs and bobs, tax-free. They're the big 5. Big 4 for PAYG. Add an extra one for a business owner. Happy damn days. There you go. All right. Well, listen, folks, that's it for today. Wealth Coffee Chat done and dusted. Hopefully you're well, wherever you are. Enjoy the rest of your day. Join us tomorrow for another Wealth Coffee Chat. It won't be me. It will be the property management team. Cass will host something tomorrow. Cass Shosted. He'll be in there from R&W Plus tomorrow. He'll be talking about property management, or the idea, we talk about this all the time, idea of property management. A good property manager, keep you safe, make you wealthy. That's what they do. They keep you safe, make you wealthy. All right, folks, that's it from me. Thanks for joining. Take care. See you on Thursday. I'll be back, but tomorrow you'll hear from Cass. Bye for now, folks. Bye-bye. Episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.